Deep breath. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. We decided to continue on because we thought it was so fun.
I mean, we had so much fun.
We had so much fun. I don't think anyone else had as much fun as we did. But we wanted to talk this week about post-MUN depression.
I have it.
You have it?
I have post-MUN depression.
And why?
Because for me, it is my last year. This was my last MUN ever. So
don't tell me about it.
It hits a little too close to home for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I've been doing this since I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
I'm turning 17 in 14 days. Do you know how long that is?
Whoa, I didn't know. Happy birthday already. Whoa, yeah, that's
in 2
so
weeks.
long.
And I've been doing this for so long.
Oh, it's like 5 years.
Yeah, and you know, this kind of maybe sounds a little bit mean, but my MUN generation, which I like learned it from, ways, I learned it from, which is now
your brother, right?
Yeah, I learned it first from my brother because he's like 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
And he was doing it, so I got into it. But then the people who really taught me MUN, they are graduating this year. So that is so scary to think about. So scary to think about.
Yeah.
Because I kind of grew up is a big word but they are they are like kind of, you know, MUN is like a second family because nobody
definitely the staff members, nobody else will know what you've been through.
Because it is weird how you've been with these people for so long and maybe you don't know everything about them.
No.
But you can just MUN.
You know one thing about them, and that's enough to talk for hours.
And we're all kind of weird people in our heart with the MUN. Yeah. But you collide. You just it brings you together. So my MUN depression is kind of hitting harder than normal.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have the hard depression because I'm going, you know, I just sent in my application for next year.
You turned it in?
Yeah, I turned it in. It was so scary because I wrote it, rewrote it like 3 times. But then I thought okay, this email, is it like half of what I have to say at the interview? So it was like, okay, I'll keep this one brief, and then at the interview I will just bam. Yeah.
But the interview, I think we already talked about it, but it's so scary.
It's so scary.
So scary. And you sitting there and they're all judging you.
Yeah.
Well, they're not judging you, but you feel like they're judging you. But you turn it in. That's so cool. You're going for SG, right?
Yeah. And it's so scary. I so hope that I get it, and it's just.
I think you're gonna. I think you have a. Nah, I'm not gonna say anything about who's gonna get it because
no, exactly.
I kind of have the inside scoop from the BOD members because I'm quitting this year. So I have a little bit of inside scoop. But I do think everybody who signed themselves up for SG, they do all have a big chance.
Yeah.
Because it was this year, the DSGs, they work together in such a weird way. Actually.
Yeah. We just came to each other and helped each other out whenever.
Yeah. Maybe we should also kind of explain the nicknames or like the acronyms we have for everything. Because we keep saying DSG.
Yeah, okay, so at the top of our staff we have Secretary Generals. Those are the SGs.
Plain of Teal.
Blown van Tiel. And Julian
van Breugel. Sorry, Elle, we love you.
Yeah. And then we have the Deputy Secretary Generals of 5 different branches, and you were representation this year.
I was representation, you were communication.
Yeah.
We also have organization, that was Karel. We have administration, Daan. And information, Stephanie. Yeah, so you have all, and the branches, they speak for themselves, because information is doing. And then you kind of have like the heads off, and then the managers just kind of goes down. But everybody who isn't like an Secretary General or Deputy Secretary General is kind of the same thing. Basically.
Yeah, because if you're like Secretary General, Deputy Secretary General, you're part of the Secretariat, and the Secretariat has so much things to do. Like I kind of underestimated the Secretariat at the first time.
Oh my God, so true. Because last year, I mean, I even was in the representation branch, and I was close with my DSG of representation.
Yeah,
and she just like shielded me from it. Yeah, because my God, it was a lot of work.
Yeah. But it was so much fun. I mean, I think like all of the work so paid off. It so paid off. It was amazing.
It was just such a conference that I'll just never forget.
Yeah.
Because even the chairs and the things that happened, it's just it was.
Sorry. When I think back of all the dramas we had with chairs.
God. I don't know what was in the water this year, but I mean, let's be honest.
It was so weird.
Shall we tell about this? CSW.
We there was a chair, we won't say any names, but
there was a chair.
We had complaints about her, and we were like, okay, we're gonna go in. And we stood there like at the back of the class, like watching, like kind of full chairs.
We were there for like a full 20 minutes, I think. Yeah. And we were just like hands folded in each other, scary looks, and I saw all the delegates, they were like, oh my God, what are they doing here? What are they doing here? They were, I mean, even the delegates were up to something.
They were intimidated. They were really intimidated.
But that's the power of the orange suit.
Yeah, and everybody was like sending notes to each other. You saw like those faces like, what is happening here?
Oh, and the joke was, because in the CSW there were a couple delegates from our own school.
Yeah.
So I got one of them and I was like, could the delegate of Israel please come with me outside?
And we talked
and she was like a friend of mine. So she was like, what is Sacha doing? What is that?
And she came by me and she showed me this look like, what is happening? And I was like, okay, so nothing is wrong. You just have to go outside and talk to Sacha for a bit. And she was like, okay.
Oh, it's so funny because I don't think we actually did something, but they were intimidated.
They were intimidated. At the chair, we spoke to her later on, and she was kind of like, oh, I did not know there were complaints about me. I will kind of...
Yeah, I will look into it.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't hear any complaints after that.
No, after that they were fine.
Yeah, I mean, she kind of did.
She kind of was intimidated.
Yeah, she kind of. But back to the MUN Depression. I mean,
we keep getting off topic.
Yeah, still like
this happened Sunday also.
Yeah, but kind of, because I'm going for SG this year, I'm just kind of still in this stuff feeling, but I still feel so depressed kind of way because my heads of press are in year 5, so I won't see them anymore.
And it's sad because maybe you weren't even close to them, but just like the bond you got with them.
The bond, and definitely later on the weekend we got so much closer. And when we went to Cambridge, we spent the whole night playing darts.
Oh my God, Cambridge!
And we were kind of like that was kind of the bonding moment.
It was because every time the international conference, you're sleeping in the same
home kind of
for like an entire week, because we basically got off on Wednesday and then you had Thursday to kind of look around.
Yeah, we went back on Sunday night, I think. And we went Monday night, we came back.
We were in the Netherlands at 7 a.m. and my parents said to me, you have to go to school. I was at school 9 a.m. No sleep. I didn't even have time for the MUN Depression that time because I was just like,
I went to school and it was like, okay, no. And then I went back.
Yeah.
I literally went back the second I came to school. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. No, I did not do that. I fell asleep like almost at the bike ride home. And then I came home and I remember sitting on the couch just like you did after the party. And it was like, okay, I'm just going to sit here and then I'm going to go upstairs and sleep. And I fell asleep on the couch, like immediately.
No, because the thing is, when you're like, okay, I'm just going to relax for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
That's when it gets you. They're out to get you.
Always, but I'm also like at 7 a.m. for the first hour, I'm always like, okay, I'm just going to do 5 more minutes. Never turns into 5 more minutes.
Oh my God. Yeah, because we had to get up. I mean, I don't know how late you had to get, at what time?
Quarter to 6.
I mean, I got out at 6 and I snoozed till like half.
Yeah, I had to get away at 6:30, and I had to bike with a lightning speed if I wanted to get there.
The tiredness is still getting us.
Yeah, so I was the St. Bafo churches really did a number on me there.
Oh my God, but it's not even kidding.
I got so many texts. People found my Instagram and texted me. Wait, I will read one of them.
That is so cute. I had one admin while you look for the text. I was kind of close with the admins because I was like a point for them to ask questions. And one admin, he texted me after my speech. He was like, "Great speech. It was so lovely this weekend, and I'm gonna continue doing MUN." And my heart just melted because just was like a little boy, 12 years old.
Yeah.
He just saw like the power of MUN and he was just like, "Oh, I'm just going to continue." And I was,
that's so cute.
So sweet.
So I had, this is what I got. "Hey, it was so funny to see you. You did a great speech at the closing ceremony. And it was so cute." God. And I also got a friend of my mom sent my mom a video of me. And she was like, "Oh, my daughter was in a hospitality team and she saw Liedewij and was so inspired." And I was like,
"Oh my God,
that's so cute." And all these things, they really make you feel like, whoa, I matter or something. Like, I did this.
Exactly. Because you're standing there and you're just like, okay, this is, I did this. Oh my God, my tummy ache.
Yeah, I didn't hear it, so it's okay. Yeah, but exactly, like,
it's such, it's gonna sound so corny, but the power,
everything's corny.
The power you feel after an MUN, it's like you're on top of the world. My sister, she even came to me. "Every time you go to like an MUN for like 2 weeks, I can't even talk to you normally because everything you say is just MUN. Like, let me be."
The first time I went to MUN, I was with my best friend, and we just, she was in CSW and I was in GA3, I think. And we kind of just talked about it for 2 weeks after, like, "Oh, MUN. Like, that's what we did every time someone talked to us. And they had it up to here with that shit. They were just kind of like, "No, stop the MUN talk now."
I mean, I get it because if you're not in it, it's so confusing. I have like a girl who's sitting next to me in my lessons.
Yeah.
And I talked about like, so my entire family came to my speech. It was like, huh? It was like that big of a deal? And I was like,
yes, it's that big of a deal. Yeah, my mom my mom texted me in the morning like, "Do you want me to come?" And I was like, "If you want to, please." And then she was like, "Oh, okay, I'll get on my bike." And then she came like 5 minutes before it started, and I kind of got almost emotional, like, "Oh, you're really here."
Also, Dan, he forgot to invite his parents.
Yeah, he didn't know it was kind of a big deal. Yeah.
And he was sitting there like, "Oh, I'm so sad I forgot to invite my parents because it was such a beautiful moment for me."
Yeah.
Because everybody has a special place in their heart for MUN, I think.
Definitely. Even
I'll be
after
50
the
and still talking about this. I'm not even kidding. I'll be that woman. Literally.
Yeah. And we'll find each other on Facebook or something like 20 years after this. "How are you feeling now?"
Still MUN post-depression?
Yeah. Like, how are you feeling 30 years later?
Oh my God, I'm still feeling the same because back to the actual topic we're on.
Yeah.
The MUN depression, I think everybody's feeling it.
Yeah.
I talked to Julian, our Secretary General, and he's in Rome with their grade because they're doing our Rome trip right now because we're a gymnasium and they do Rome tricks if you have like Latin and Greek.
Yeah, and we all have Latin or Greek, so it's kind of like the whole year gets to go on a little vacation,
and it's so cool. It's such a fun week.
Yeah,
also.
We're gonna miss them, but next year's our turn. Woo. Yeah.
No, but they're so excited for their Rome trip that they post MUN Depression. It kind of collides, and they're like at the same time you're so excited, but you're so sad.
Yeah. So I mean, Plön and Julian, they did such a great job, and I kind of in the church, like I gave them a hug, and they were kind of like, I was crying a bit.
Oh my god, I forgot to show you this picture. Sorry. Now that you say crying, my brother, he's the one who had introduced me to HMUN.
Yeah.
And I cried
during your speech, and it was so cute because her speech made me cry, and then I didn't stop crying the entire time.
Oh my god! And I came off the podium.
Yeah.
And after that, Pleun went after me. And like I just kept on crying. Yeah. My brother took a picture of me.
That's so cute, actually.
Okay, for the people who can't see this, because I mean you can't see this, it's me with a red face, makeup smeared, crying eyes, and having like a big smile on my face.
I remember us really leaning towards each other because we were just sitting there and hugging the entire time, and everybody was just like, "Oh, Sacha and Liedewij are crying. Oh, Sacha and Liedewij are crying," and it was like, "Shut up."
No, but we had such a good reason to cry. Yeah, because for us, this was like you have no time to express your emotions.
No, you have no time.
You have to be professional.
I mean, everybody from the secretariat was crying because of except for Anna, and I think that is because Anna did the secretariat for 2 weeks, and we did the secretariat for a year.
Yeah, I mean, and she did an amazing job.
She did an amazing job,
and I mean, I'm so excited what she'll be next year, but like at the same time, she didn't fully experience.
No, she didn't fully experience.
She didn't experience coffee with Meneer Blommestein for 4 hours long, but he did pay for the coffee, so that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't experience sitting down with Visser at every possible minute she saw me. She was like, "Come here, come here."
Oh my god, she didn't experience. Oh, this is so funny. She didn't experience avoiding your MUN director. Because you had things to do.
She texted me like, "Where are you?" And I was like, at the store, and I was somewhere else. But I mean, I love her, but sometimes I had so much, I didn't have time, and it's so much to do, and it was like, "Okay, I'm so sorry. I will talk to you tomorrow. Is that okay?"
I have so many texts that and sometimes because I'm not on WhatsApp that much. Because,
Ga say.
I'm not that much on WhatsApp because I text on WhatsApp with like my parents and with like important people like that. Yeah. But mostly I'll just use like Snapchat if I want to ask someone something really quick. But WhatsApp, zeg maar, Blommestein always texted me on WhatsApp and I just forgot to answer. And then I saw him, he was like, "I sent you a text." You sent me a text?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Did not see that. So sorry.
Yeah, and Visser always like texted me like, "Oh, hi, can you talk to me like tomorrow?" And then for some reason she meant today, and I was like, "Huh? How do you?"
Did you also get 2 a.m. WhatsApps? Because I did.
You did.
I did. No.
Oh, yes, I did. At 1:30, I was kind of talking with Visser still about like the day after, and she was just like texting me, and I was texting her back, and I was kind of like, "Okay,
this like
I have to go to sleep." Yeah, it was kind of a situationship.
Talking in those late nights.
And kind of forcing yourself to say like, "Oh, I have to go to sleep now, sorry." It was so funny because she kind of was like, "Oh, yeah, of course, you're a student of mine, I forget."
But they did forget sometimes. I think they also forget that we did not get paid for any of this, or we did not get any kind of compensation.
They so forget that because we
didn't even get like vrijstelling. So like classes we didn't have to go to. We had to go to all our classes
and do that at the same time.
Learn for all our tests and also have like a full-time job.
And I think if I God please, but if I get SG, then it will definitely be like a full-time job on a full-time job, and then
your actual job, which you make money with. So, I mean, it is a lot, but I think it's so rewarding.
Yeah, I just want to be SG because I know that if you are SG, you can do so much. I mean, you can help everyone. You can be the change in the conference, and that's so what I want to experience.
I think you were at this secretariat meeting, but there was a delegate that was being bullied in one of the committees. Yeah. And I was there like, this is MUN. How dare you? This is such a safe space for everyone. And being SG is such a big part of making it safe for everyone.
Yeah.
So I think we reacted accordingly.
Yeah.
But I think that was something that just struck me like, this is MUN. How dare you?
It just felt wrong. I mean,
it's so
kind
wrong.
of everybody describes MUN as like, oh, you're nerds, right? And
I get that.
How dare you, being a nerd, bully another nerd? How dare you?
I mean, like, in my heart, I'm a nerd. I mean, in my heart, I'm like such a freaking weirdo who is like hyper fixated on this. But it's so weird that people just don't.
Ik wil bijna zeggen, sommige mensen zijn niet wat minder nerd. I'm sorry. We just
a little inside joke.
Just a little inside joke. I'm so sorry.
Oh, look at the time. 21 minutes.
Really? No.
We have to stop doing this. Stop doing this.
Okay, we need to wrap up like our closing speech.
I'm gonna cry.
So thankful for getting to continue to do this. Thanks to Leander and Miss Visser that we can keep this up.
Big thanks.
And next week, I think we'll be talking about
staff, how to get in the staff.
Yeah, how to get in the staff.
Because
next week, it's like the closing week to apply for the staff. So if you hear this and you're like, oh wow, I want to be in the staff, we will discuss it next week. Come there,
tune in. Maybe we'll have more than 0 listeners.
No. Our moms listen.
Our moms listen. I sent it to my friend and she was like, Sacha, I'm not even going to listen to this. Why are you getting up on a podcast with MUN? I was like, stop it. MUN is still part of me. I just can't let it go.
Yeah, but it's so fun because we're keeping it alive. And I think in our exam years, we're still going to be doing this. I think we are because...
If we still have topics to talk.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So next year I'll still be 16, but I'll almost be 17. I'm excited for my birthday.
Oh, me too. For your birthday, for you.
But I'm yeah.
Yeah,
It's my birthday is during a school week.
Oh.
So it's during school day. It's on like Thursday or something. And a friend of mine, she's also has her birthday on the same day.
Yeah.
So she's giving Sarah Goedhart.
Oh.
She's a 6th grader.
Yeah.
And she is giving her party on the 24th of April. And then like you're counting when when she will turn 18.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of weird now that I'm saying it.
Yeah, so a countdown at like 12 a.m. Yeah.
So it's like a countdown, and I'll be 17 when she turns 18.
Yeah.
So I think, I'm also excited to the same party. So I've invited. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do about that next.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of tough, but this is not MUN. So we'll
wrap up. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. Hele rare series, daar hou ik echt van.
Ja.
Ze hadden Shadowhunters gecanceld op de grootste cliffhanger op aarde. Ik was er zo boos om.
Ik heb daar 3 seizoenen van gekeken en toen dacht ik op een gegeven moment, what the flip, heb jij het ook gekeken? Het is toch met zij, met ginger haar, en dan gaan ze zo dingen doen. Een soort schaduwmensen, een soort van aanvallen of zo. En de Shadow World. Ja. Als je 16 wordt, dan kom je opeens de Shadow World in. Het was zo gewoon.
Ik heb er zo hard om gelachen.
Hij ook altijd met zijn intense blikken zo.